This is The Land Before Time Into the Mysterious Beyond. It was a video game that was based off the Land Before Time's TV series, and it was released in March 3rd of 2006. It featured the 5 main characters of the Land Before Time TV films, which was Littlefoot, Sarah, Ducky, Petrie, and Spike. This is all from the fan page, by the way, so if you want to look up any more information, I recommend checking out the wiki for this. This game was one of the first games that I got ever since I got my Game Boy Advanced. I remember it like it was a cold Tuesday evening. We were at Walmart and my mom decided to pick us up a Game Boy Advance for doing very well in school. I don't know, it was 3rd grade. Apparently I was able to read at a very decent level, so she decided to reward us with a Game Boy. I am a spoiled piece of shit. Anyway, one of the games that we picked up was The Land Before Time Into the Mysterious Beyond at a nearby EB Games, or I guess GameStop, I don't know which one you want to call it. And from then on, me and my brother have fond memories of just playing this game very briefly, as it was a very simple game to be able to beat. And in today's video, we're going to go over everything that there is to do in this game, as it is very short and it's a perfect episode for me to debut some of my smaller episodes in between my larger projects. So while starting up this game, the first option that comes up is English or Spanish. Now, shockingly, there is actually a story to this, and as a kid, I couldn't read, so I just played the game and didn't bother with it. But apparently, you as Littlefoot are just grazing in the valley, having a grand ye old time, and Chomper decides to be a little old bitch and run away and get himself killed. So, it's up to you to be able to find him. Do you find him? Who knows? Now, the first level to this game is just a simple 2D platformer. You play as Littlefoot, you move trees, you jump up ledges, you collect fruit, and you stomp on bugs. You decimate these bugs. These bugs go to hell, except for the birds. The birds are from hell. I hate these birds. They constantly swoop in and kill you at the least expected moments. Littlefoot controls like ass, so you can't really dodge them very well. That's all there is to it. There's very little to this game, and you can actually collect fruit in this game as well. So yes, there is a way to actually 100% complete this game and go back to the levels, try again, try to collect new fruits, try to go down different paths to be able to 100% it. As a kid, for a C-rated game, that's insane. That's all there is to it, but the fact that they added this fruit system to be able to redo levels is really interesting, and honestly makes the game way more fun. Now, there is 2 parts to each level. The first one's more of an introduction that's very easy, and the second one challenges your skills just a little bit. Once you have finished both of those, you're on to the next level, to this guy. This guy is completely greened out off the Benjamin, so it's up to him to be able to clear a path through the forest for you. Now, what's cool about this is not every level is going to be a platformer. This one is a top-down, I did something like that, I don't know, Metal Gear Solid reference. Anyway, it's up to you to be able to clear the bushes, move logs, and avoid enemies, as well as gathering fruit to be able to make it to the last level. This one is honestly the coolest level by far. It's got such a cool atmosphere to it, I'd say. A greenery, as well as you get to just chomp your way through greens. There's not really much to say about this. This is a kid's game that's very, very simple. As you can see, my brother's playing this right now, and it is uber easy for him to just get through these levels, because obviously this is meant for children, not full-grown ass men. However, it still is a little bit of fun to be able to go through this level, as well as for it to not be the exact same as the previous level. And like the previous level, there is the fruit collection system, so there is a chance that you can go back and 100% complete this. Now, the next level is honestly frightening. You play back as Littlefoot, and this time you are running away from a giant T-Rex. The T-Rex is slowly chasing you, so you have to move throughout these puddles that'll slow you down, enemies that'll slow you down, as well as trees and mud that will slow you down. If you're not fast enough, the T-Rex will grab you and eat you, is what I presume will happen. This is terrifying. As a child, I had such a panic attack that I was spamming the B button as hard as I can. It was breaking my poor little fingers. And what makes this one even worse is you have to do this a total of 3 times. Not 2 like the other ones, 3 times. So in a state of sheer panic, this level is honestly pretty cool, to be honest. It is very fun to also have another change of pace where it's not the exact same as the last level. I know I keep saying that, but it's very unique in this sense. But yeah, once you've gone over that heart attack, you have finally finished the 3rd world, level whatever the hell it is. Now the next level. These characters just can't catch a break. It's a T-Rex, except he is full grown and you play as the bird. The bird actually does some offensive attacks, so that's pretty cool. However, the T-Rex decides to rain fire and brimstone from heaven to smite you where you stand, or I guess fly in this situation, and he tries to chomp at you and eat you. It is up to you to be able to deal damage to the T-Rex all the way until the finish line. Why the hell is this so engaging? My god, it's another cool level where it's a lot of stress because there's actually damage that can be done to you, and there's a huge enemy chasing you. Very fun, very original, as well as it also has the fruit system in there as well, so you can always go back and 100% complete it. Even in a level like this, they have a chance to 100% complete it. Awesome. Luckily, you don't have to do this for a grand total of 3 times, only once. So now you move on to the obligatory water level. Every game has to have a water level for some reason, and this one is no exception. So you play as some green swamp puppy that has to go underwater and chomp at these vines to be able to make logs float so that your team members can jump across them. I hate this, it was boring, and judging by the gameplay right here, it just took a long time and was very tedious. So you have to go underwater, and then you have to cut the vines off the logs. However, they're situated in such a way where you have to avoid enemies as well as collecting fruits, and you gotta be very quick about it while spamming the A or B button to be able to make them go away. This one is just not as fun in my opinion, and you have to do this for a grand total of 3 times, so it's even more boring. Luckily, once you made it to the end, you've also made it to the next level. Now, the fire level is truly an exceptional level. You play as, this is the only character I know, Sarah the Triceratops, because obviously it rhymes, it's the only one I know. You use her and her massive horn to be able to smash boulders that are coming down to you and your crewmates. That's it. You just move left and right to be able to destroy boulders. It is very satisfying to be able to hit all the boulders, and you just keep moving forward. There are some lava traps in the way that make it a little bit more difficult, and larger boulders, plus smaller boulders. So, with all in all, it's a very fair and fun level. Now for the next one. So you finally find Chomper. What a bitch. He's just hiding up in the mountain? How the hell did he get up there? We had to literally travel back in time, defeat 4 gods to be able to get up here. But anyway, it's now time for you guys to take him down the mountain in this giant leaf that acts as a snowboard. I hate this level, mostly because the screen, anytime there's a rumbling, it shakes the entire screen and makes it impossible for you to be able to view your angles to hit which ramp you want to go on. It's so annoying. I don't know why they added such an effect to it, because it just makes this level impossible. It makes it so difficult. And the next level is just a rapid level. You move left or right to avoid all the traps and monsters in your way. This is probably the most simple and relaxed level you'll ever find until we get to the final level, which isn't relaxed, by the way. It's kind of difficult. So the final level, you play as Littlefoot's grandpa, who has finally discovered after, what, like 8 days that his young are missing, so he goes to try to find them. This character is so awesome. You get 2 attacks, a light attack and a heavy attack. The heavy attack is your tail, the light attack is your head, and they sound amazing. It's a giant whip that goes off. It's like a Johnny Test sound effect or something. So you use it to be able to knock velociraptors or any other enemies that come your way, and you just fuck them over. You bend them over. You spank them. You whip them into submission and off the cliffs. Awesome, goated way to end a video game. And yeah, that is the end to The Land Before Time in the Mysterious Beyond. There's not really much else to say about this game. This is a kid's game. It is a very straightforward game indeed. There's no deep meaning, there's no deep message, there's not anything massive, groundbreaking Easter eggs that you're gonna find in this. It's just a very fun game that you definitely probably might have remembered in your childhood, maybe. So that's gonna be it for me.